making the invisible visible, Black women 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
My name is Sade Popoola, aka Shadz of Shadz Art, and I am a Black, British, digital artist, illustrator and graphic designer. Being a graphic designer and an illustrator means that I kind of take people's ideas and concepts and turn them into something tangible, which I think is a very cool skill to have. And it's always really amazing to see how something can go from being a concept in someone's mind to being an actual thing that you can see, like a tangible design. But overall, my desire with my creativity is to fill a gap that I saw growing up within the art and creative space. I didn't really see myself in art or making art when I grew up and when I studied art in school and both at university. I want to make sure that I am representing people like me, Black people, Black British people, Africans, anyone within the African or Caribbean diaspora in a way that we aren't often represented in a positive way and really celebrating us and our culture. So my work days can vary as I do different things and wear many different hats. As well as being a freelancer, I also work in communications at the moment. So I kind of try to make use of the time that I have. I'm realizing as well that oftentimes, especially if you are a freelancer, also balancing another job, you may not have a set massive amount of time to do the work that you want to do, and you can't wait for that to happen. You really have to utilize this like small spans of time that you have. So for me, this looks like maybe doing some drawing on my lunch break or working on a project if I'm on a train journey. And it may sound like a lot, but I genuinely enjoy the work that I do. I love being able to create, and it kind of helps those times be made useful. And it means that I'm also giving time to my practice, even if life can get busy as well. A moment that's really shaped me would be my first year out of university. I graduated in 2021, and that's still kind of COVID times. The job market was terrible, meaning the creative job market was even worse. And I really struggled to find what I was looking for, which was either like an in-house illustration role or a graphic design role. But one thing that I'm really grateful for is the support I have around me. So my mum and my sister are always giving me advice, sometimes, unprovoked, but necessary. And one thing they always say is that if you don't try, nothing will happen. And that's a mindset that I would try to keep holding on to throughout my career. Even now, I was able to win the Supermalt Design Your Can competition last year. And that's something I very easily could have said, I don't want to do this. It seems scary. There's no way I'm going to win. But I thought, you know what, it's worth trying. The worst that can happen is I now have a piece for my portfolio. And actually I ended up winning, which I'm very grateful for, still very in shock, but it's something that has now also aided my career moving forward. So I would say that period of time is something that's really helped shape my career and also me as a person. Something that people may not see at first glance is that I'm actually a very methodical thinker. I think being a creative, it's easy to assume that, I'm just very outgoing and very spontaneous, but I actually really enjoy planning. I really enjoy lists. I really enjoy going through things in a step-by-step way. And although this can seem and sound quite rigid, I think over the time I've learned to kind of have a balance between that and also being quite flexible and allowing for creativity and ensuring that I kind of apply those different values and those habits in the right setting. So being methodical really does help me in my current role as a communications assistant. It also helps me when I'm doing client work, because oftentimes this does have to be done in a very step-by-step way. And it also eases my mind because I'm able to understand what it is I need to do, and I'm not feeling so anxious about all the things I have going on. Acknowledging the small wins is truly something I do struggle with sometimes. It's easy to get tunnel vision, especially when you're working on something that you care about so much and you have these high expectations for yourself. You fail to see sometimes where you have grown and where you have progressed. So for me, having a community of people, whether it's family, it's friends, it's other artists and illustrators and graphic designers who are able to show you that you are doing well and that you have achieved something is really important. I would also say that being a Christian for me is really helpful in terms of rooting myself in something a bit more firm and stable. Ultimately, as much as we love what we do, especially if our jobs, our careers are our passions, nothing is guaranteed in life. And I think being rooted in something that is a bit more stable, for me anyway, is a good way to get through like the challenging moments, maybe when things are slow, maybe when things aren't going as well, and also then still being able to see the joy in it because it's not my entire being.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the invisible visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.